Welcome back to Nick Comic Corner, Classic Non Classics. This is episode number 2444 and Doubleshot number 2338. I have two Batman trades here, and they're both a limited series. One, and this is a bit of a surprise for you, this actually is something that's based upon something from HBO Max, or simply known nowadays as The Max. That was weird. Someone was trying to make a phone call at 10 o'clock at night. It's weird. Yeah, this is basically set between the first season of the show, and that's basically it's called Batman: The Audio Adentures, which this whole trade collects all the comics released for, which was a special and a 7-issue limited series. Yeah, it's different from normal Batman stuff, and they have chronologically how this is placed. They have the special, they have the first season, they have this series here, and then they have season 2. Your writers, from what I can tell anyways, one name seems familiar, the other one's not exactly very familiar, a lot of these ones. So your writers are Dennis McNellis, Ike Berzholz, Heidi Gardner, Paul Scheer, and Bobby Boyanin. I think it's most people's names. The artwork is done by Anthony Marcus, Jay Bone, Jay Ba, Derek Donovan, Jacob Eager, Rich Ellis, Jesus Hara, Emma Kubert. I wonder if this is Adam Kubert's daughter or sister, whatever. John McKell, Jaron Perdila, and Leonardo Romero. The cover art for the trade and the issues are done by Dave Johnson. Don't touch that dial. I love that tagline. They're so awesome. Yeah, this is like a series of, it's almost like a Batman radio show. That's basically what this is. And this fills in the gaps. Now, I have not listened to the original show at all. And apparently it's on the HBO Max series. On the Max. Not sure why they decided to do this for. And apparently this stuff was released for the last few years. By the way, we have various cover by various known creators. Let me look up at Emma Kubert. I'm thinking that this person might be related to Adam Kubert because it's the same last name. There you go. Oh, this is interesting. We have ourselves a third generation artist. Emma Kubert is Andy Kubert's daughter. Yep. I'm like, wow, we actually have a third generation artist. I'm like, that is so cool. Now, what books basically is she credited for this one? What exactly? I'm just trying to get back to it here. Here we go. Okay, for a penciler. No, go back here. There we go. For a penciler for this very book. She just did the special. Yeah, apparently she's done 3 comics. As a penciler, she drew the special, digital book for Teen Titans Go to Camp, and DC Superhero Girls Weird Science. As an inker, she actually was inker for Teen Titans Raven. Okay. Wonderful Women, Under the Moon, basically a lot of little one-shots here and there. Shows my colors and letterer. Apparently she did lettering for Newtown Showcase number 2018. Wow, very pretty. So apparently Emma Kubert, despite the fact she's not probably been drawing very long per se, apparently she also doesn't work in Marvel. So aside from this book here, she has also worked on Radiant Pink. So yeah, here's the book she worked on. It might surprise you. Air Boy, Army of Darkness / Bubba Hotep. The special for this book. Frank Miller presents Frank Miller's Pandora. Inkbolt, Miss Fury, Joy Division. I think that's probably a book to start. I haven't read that one yet. Apparently, she was an artist on the New Mutants book, Newtown Showcase, Quarantine. She worked on Radiant Black, Radiant Pink, Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red, Star Wars Revelations, Stoneheart, Willowbrook, one of the artists of Wolverine and Women of Marvel. And she did the artwork for issue 25. Yep, 25. Okay, so what about Radiant Black? Radiant Black, she just did the artwork for issue number 12. Radiant Pink, she did the whole series. For New Mutants, probably one issue. Yeah, she did issue 30. Joy Division, well, Miss Fury. I don't think I read this one. I don't remember if I have or not. Apparently she did the artwork for this book. I must have missed this one when it came out last year, because I remember this book coming out, but yeah, apparently published by Dynamite. But yeah, I think the most recent book she's worked on, I'm looking at this, is probably just this book here I got in my hand. Mostly put, the audio adventures is mostly put just a series of stories for Batman and the audio stuff, like him taking on the Rat Gang. It's very interesting. I just recommend just checking it out because it's a quite series of stories here. Pure fun book. Good book, a 9 out of 10. Next up is a Black Label book. We have Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. This is the deluxe edition. This collects the entirety of this 7-issue limited series. Now, you are thinking, that name seems very familiar. Mark Silvestri. Is he famous? Yes, he is. The founder of Top Cow. Yes. And known for creating characters like Cyberforce, Witchblade. I believe it's him. Because it's interesting to the fact that he's doing this book is I did not expect him to do this book at all. No. Because remember, he was also an artist on Moon Knight at one point. Yep, co-creator of Top Cow. You give these guys 65. So, yeah, he's the creator of Witchblade, The Darkness, and Cyberforce. So, this actually was his first DC book he worked on since the story he did for issue 3 of Batman Black and White, released back in 1986. His first credited work for DC was either Ghost 104 or House of Mystery 192. He did like 4 comics in the 80s, one in these, and in this limited series. Yep. He made a great Witchblade. It looks like he didn't actually work on the main book. No. You would think he would, given the fact he's one of the creators of this character. But for some reason, he does not work on the book. Yeah, basically he did some work in Marvel. Mostly put, he was an artist on Kenny X-Men. And he also worked on Wolverine, which I've discussed issues that were really good. He also did the X-Men Avengers miniseries. He did 1 issue of Master Kung Fu, the opening 3 issues of the Incredible Hulk book from Jason Aaron run. I reviewed some of the stuff he did for Marvel, not a lot of it. The only thing I have reviewed for so far for his work in Marvel is his Kenny X work, Wolverine, the Messiah Complex one-shot, X-Men vs. Avengers, the Incredible Hulk issues he worked on, which are issues of Volume 3, and the Utopia one-shot. And that's it. Yep, that's basically it. So, what's the story of this book? Batman and the Joker have to team up to stop this woman who was causing a bit of like doing a revenge spree because what happened at her wedding. That was caused by the Joker. who decided to rob a bank and take his armored truck and crash through a church. Actually, he ordered Harley Quinn to do this. Yep. One thing I should point out, though, about Batman's costume. That's not the current costume. Nope. It's like basically that Mark Silvestri took the Greg Capullo costume and just turned it black. Like, here's where I look at the costume. Because that's literally what he did. He took out all the yellow from the costume and made it black. Now, is this book canon? I highly doubt it. Given how Black Label tends to be half the time either it's canon or it's not canon. It depends upon DC's mood. Nope, it's not canon. Now, it's a quite interesting book per se. I do enjoy it per se. Yeah, interesting idea. But does anybody think that Mark Silvestri ever do a canon Batman story? Well, he has worked on Batman before. Yeah. Once. A Batman black and white one shot. Yep, that is all he has worked on for DC, aside from this miniseries. I think he did the artwork for it. Yeah, I think that's all much he did. He didn't do that much over DC. Not really. It's like, I'm looking at his biography. It's like, he, aside from his miniseries, this probably is the only major series he worked on. He did more than one issue. Because everything else is a handful of issues. It's almost like he did this book after supposedly going to retirement. Like, he might be asking, like, what was his last comic he worked on? Well, for Image, it was The Darkness. He worked on issue 75. Actually, no. He did work on Image United. What about Codename Strike Force? Codename Strike Force. Just... that was 90's book. I could probably say it's Image United. Yes. For Marvel, it's probably the Incredible Hulk book. That was probably the most recent book he worked on. Like, I'd say prior to this book coming out, that was the most recent book he worked on. Mm-hmm. It could be that he was, my guess is he's probably, maybe he's semi-retired. Because a lot of the, if you think about it, a lot of the Image founders, don't do much nowadays. Not really. Like Eric Larson so does, well, Savage Dragon. Tom Ford does stuff for Spawn. Rob Liefeld is just mostly doing one comic for Marvel nowadays. John Valentino, I think he's mostly retired. Yeah. But this book is actually pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. Check it out if you're a Batman fan. You might actually enjoy this. Though, here's the thing. This book was like, believe it or not, this book was like $30 to get it. Yep. The book is, like I said, a lot of fun. And this is something I think DC should have done with this book. Like, because you might be asking, Is this the first time Batman and Joker teamed each other before? No. As a matter of fact, there was actually a series called Batman Europa. They teamed there too. Yep. Yeah, so, and of course they team a couple times, at least once or twice in the Brave Virgil Brave and Bold book from the 70s and 80s. And I'm surprised that they don't collect those issues in here. You would think they would. It'd be a good marketing ploy. Nope, they just want to take this mini series. Fine, whatever. But I would check out Batman Europa because that was the last time they teamed together. Yep. So yeah, this particular view. I'm time for one more comic corner, and that would pretty much it. Okay, next video. Bye.